in Holland this afternoon. Sun is peeking through the clouds and the tulips are quite vibrant. The colors really peaking at the right time. Last year things were so warm in April. The tulips hit their peak a little too early. Not the case this year. April was pretty cool, especially at the start. So the colors are again popping at the right time. Here's a look at Holland's afternoon highs through the weekend and early next week. Notice a few days are going to be in the 50s. A wind off the lakeshore will make it cooler. Not expecting any 70s, possibly next weekend, but for now things are fairly cool. Average high 63, going to be fluctuating right around that. Today, no exception. Look at the swing in temperatures along the lakeshore. 20 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, both about 10 to 12 degrees cooler. It's noticeable. We did reach the low 70s yesterday. We're barely in the 60s today. In fact, the only 60s are along I-96 and east of US 131 from Grand Rapids down towards Jackson, and it is just 47 in South Haven, 48 up in Hart. So some cool air along the lakeshore. It's on the back side of the front. We've been dealing with a westerly wind today. Again, a huge impact for those lakeshore communities. This system's an influence of all this moisture as well, but a secondary low is developing right in western Illinois and eastern Iowa. That's going to be the influence of our rain chances as we get into the end of the weekend, but thankfully not an issue for Saturday. Here's a look at Montcalm County. High clouds still around, but those cumulus clouds have really cut back. So we're going to see a decent amount of sunshine through the rest of this evening. And the first half of Saturday should be fairly cloudy and then drifting into more sunshine as well. Low 60s will be on tap for your Saturday. Again, a little warmer along the lakeshore as the wind turns more northeasterly. So here's future track. Again, the clouds to our east, clouds to our west. We're kind of in a sweet spot here with this system. There may be an isolated shower along the lakeshore early tomorrow morning. Not overly concerned with that, but it'll be isolated and brief, if any. That's through the morning hours. Notice the cloud cover. If you're south of Grand Rapids, you're partly to mostly cloudy. If you're north of Grand Rapids, you're partly to mostly sunny. And then as we roll into Saturday and rather Sunday, a northeast wind and showers will be moving in as that cutoff low starts to drift into the Great Lakes region. So that's when we're going to start to see some steady pockets of rain, albeit not widespread. Not everywhere is going to see that. If you're north of Grand Rapids, you might dodge some of the measurable rain. Nonetheless, when it does move in, it's going to cool temperatures down. We're going 57 for now, but once the east wind sets up in the rain, that could be a 40-degree rain. Could be quite cool, or at least in the 40s. Well, back to the 60s Monday and Tuesday. Things will start to trend in the right direction. The cutoff low looks to exit. On Tuesday, we'll lose the influence of it pretty quickly, and that'll swing those temperatures back into the upper 60s and lower 70s, and mostly sunny skies. Looks like a fairly quaint second half of the weekend and week and next weekend.